culvert update time. Y'all can see the water is not up. That is a good thing. We still have no beavers on camera, no beavers in our traps, no sign of beavers. So all that is a good thing. I did, however, have to come over here to get something out of my trap, and we'll talk about that. So let me hop in the truck. We're gonna turn around, ride back down here to where my trap is at, and then we'll go over everything there if we can. We got some major rain coming in, so let's get that done. All right, we're down here where my set was at, and show y'all what I caught that I wasn't supposed to catch, and then we'll go into some details about that. So this is what I caught. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a pretty good size otter. So in Alabama, just like for bobcats, there is a season for otters. Just like there's a hunting season, there is a otter season, and it is what they call trapping season. And there are several animals that are in that trapping season. You can only trap them in season. What I'm normally after, the nest raider types, the coyotes, the beavers, the wild hogs are also under this list. They are listed as nuisance animals, right? Therefore, there is no season and there is no bag limit. So at any time, you can take any of those. Unfortunately, this time I caught an otter. If y'all have been following just this property, you will know that we are here and we've been here for a while to get beavers. This is the culvert property. We were at another part of the property to begin with, and then we came back here to this drainage ditch, which leads to the culvert back here. Y'all have seen all of that. So we have been here for a long time, several months. During my time here, I have not seen any sign or physically seen, even on my cameras, I have not seen any otter at all. So there was no thought of I may catch an otter. Back when I first started trapping, I reached out to the people that give the license for nuisance trapping. You have a fur bearer's license, and then you have nuisance trapping license. The nuisance trapping license are for animals like the otter, the bobcat, the fox, things like that, where there is a specific season. Yet if those animals are being a nuisance, you can get a permit or license to trap those animals. And they're I don't have one, so I don't know firsthand, but I've heard that sometimes they'll give it to you, sometimes they won't. I don't know about that portion. But I reached out to the people that give these licenses months ago, back when I first started trapping, told him what I was doing, and he told me that accidental catches are part of it, and that it was to be expected, and if it ever did happen, that I could just, trying to think of where I can get where I won't get struck by lightning here, because it is getting dark fast. He told me if there was any accidental catches, that I was to call him, and this is a biologist, wildlife biologist for the state of Alabama. This is the dude that also gives the license for the nuisance permits and stuff. I was told to call him if there were any kind of accidental catches like that, so they could at least document it, right? And this was months ago. Back when I was on a job, they had tons of otter sign. I saw the tracks all over the place, so I knew that there was a chance of catching an otter. And he told me, he said, if the game warden comes out, sometimes they like to come out and look you know, and if there's just a really high chance of you catching an otter, that they can just shut the whole thing down and make you get a nuisance license. Excuse me. The nuisance license, I'm not sure that they would give you a license to trap otters on a recreational property out of season. Now, they may give you a license or permit to trap a family of otters that have gotten into your pond at your main residence. They may do that. They would be more likely to give you a permit for a fox that's raiding the farmer's chicken coop, you know, that type of thing. There's special occasions when it comes to the nuisance trapping and everything. So they know there's accidental catches. He just told me that if it ever did happen, to reach out to him, and that's what I did today. I saw on my camera this morning, on the Moultrie camera, that my trap was triggered, and I requested a video of that. And with the Moultries, it takes, sometimes it'll do it in an hour, and then sometimes it's like 24 hours. I don't know what the deal is with the Moultries and requesting the video. But anyway, I got the video about 6 hours later, which would have been in the middle of the day today. I got the video, and I saw that there was an otter, and literally through this little channel right here, what I saw, it was at night, so I couldn't see very well, but there were 4 otters that come through here, and we happened to catch one. Luckily, I didn't catch them on any of the other 330s that I have, because I have had 3 330s on this little channel right here, so I could have easily caught the majority of them. Luckily, I didn't, and we just have one accidental catch. But the reason I'm sharing all this is just so you, trying to encourage you to do the right thing. If you go ahead and have these conversations with these guys, with these people of authority that's over trapping and license and stuff, in my experience, they've been understanding and lenient. Okay. So it's not a big deal. Came out here, got the otter. I talked with my customer, and since we haven't been seeing any beavers at all, no sign anywhere on the property for about okay, so next month, today's Friday, Monday will be a month that my cameras have been on this channel and on the culvert, and we haven't seen anything. So with that being said, I told my customer I would recommend us disable the traps for at least the weekend, or maybe through next week, just to make sure that the otters are moving out and not hanging around. My customer does have a pond on this property that's pretty close to here, so if they get in the pond, then we're in big trouble, and it'll be game on come the fall, because that's when trapping season opens, and that's when otters are fair game. So we may be actively trapping these otters in a few months, but right now we cannot, according to the law, and I'm trying to do everything I can to do all this the right way. So we had 3 traps, if you remember. One right down there, one right here, and one down there. This is the one that caught the otter. This is the one that I went ahead and disabled. Then I disabled that one, and then this one down here. And that's the little area that they came through, guys. You can see the traps laying right there. There's the 330 just laying there. So we are going to leave them disabled. I still got my cameras out watching the channel, because I'm still working for my customer and trying to keep his roads and his living quarters from being flooded by the beavers again. So yeah, that was it. I was kind of nervous at first when I first saw the video, because I thought I didn't know how smooth it was going to go talking to the boys in green, but it went really nice. Everybody was polite, and he just told me to come retrieve the otter and dispose of it, and that was it. He didn't even tell me I had to disable my traps. That's just something I'm doing on my own, because I don't want to hassle with them when they're not in season. And might as well since we haven't been seeing no beavers. So that's it, short video, just wanted to walk y'all through that. Go ahead, if you think that you're in a spot where you're gonna be, and this is for the state of Alabama, okay? It's gonna probably vary state to state, and I've even heard that game wardens per county are whatever, they can make their own choices. I'm not sure how any of it works. I've never, thankfully, had a run-in with a game warden. Hope to never have a run-in. But just go ahead and be having these conversations with these officials, especially if you think that there's a high chance. That way you can go ahead and you can have numbers like I did. I already had the guy's number, reached out to him as soon as I saw the video. You can be having these conversations, getting to know these guys. They can be getting to know you, and you can just start off on a real professional, solid ground, right? Thought I saw a snake. So yeah, that's it. So we're gonna disable these traps. The culverting job continues. Cameras are running, and we haven't seen a beaver or any sign of a beaver in over a month. And we have our first otter catch on the culvert property, and that's a good size otter right there, real good size otter. And if they get in my customer's pond come the fall, all we have to have is a fur license, which I have, and I'll have a new one come the new season. And we'll probably be going after them because my customer don't want these things eating up all the fish in his pond, and a family of otters will wipe out a small pond of fish. All right, well, that's it, and I reckon we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good.